Hello, everyone. Today we will be presenting an exploratory analysis of balance with the lever of control framework. My name is Yu Lin. My group member is Zhonglin Ying and Yuan Jingfan. Let's begin with an introduction to the topic. The lever of control framework is a significant concept in accounting literature, though it often faces criticism for its vagueness, particularly regarding the concept of balance. This framework posits that control systems need to balance competing tensions between predictable goal achievement and innovation. This study aims to clarify the notion of balance by analyzing different balancing arrangements across business units. Using survey responses from 270 managers, the study identifies four balance patterns: strategy vigilance, strategy exploitation, strategy responsiveness, and strategy stability. These patterns are examined through organizational and contextual factors, providing insights for future theoretical analysis and interpretation. For this part, we talk about the research question and the research objective. The research question: how is balance achieved within the levers of control framework, and what are the specific manifestations of this balance across different business units? Specifically, the article explores the following aspects. First one, what are the concepts of balance linked with the LOC framework? Number two, what distinct patterns of balance can be identified through empirical analysis? Number three, how are these balance patterns related to different organizational and contextual factors? Number four, what impact do these balance patterns have on organizational strategy, strategic goals, and the performance? For the research objective to explore the concepts of balance in the levers of control framework. The goal is to provide empirically informed insights on different balancing arrangements that exist in various business units. Next, we look at the research variables identified by the study. The independent variables include beliefs, boundaries, diagnostic control systems, and the ICS. The development variable is organizational performance, measured through various indicators like financial performance, innovation, and the strategy responsiveness. So the research emphasized uh, first one is units with high environmental uncertainty are likely to rely on formal structured control that is tight but flexible. Number two, units with high goal clarity and the measurability of results are likely to rely on performance measurement and monitoring. Next is the units with high interdependencies are likely to emphasize the informal control and the personal interactions. Next, the units are they are highly decentralized, are likely to rely on formal structures control focus on mirroring performance. Units that employ considerations there of leadership are likely to emphasize interactive, personal, and flexible control. They likely employ loose control. Units more oriented to intention structure shifts their emphasis towards monitoring and accountability. For number four, larger organizations are likely to have more sophisticated control systems. Finally, units that emphasize a low-cost, low-price strategy are likely to employ formal performance measurement systems. Conversely, units that emphasize a differentiation or delivery strategy are likely to rely on interactive and communication-based control as well as controls to protect reputations.
Second part, research theory, data and analyze. This article uses two theories. First, level of control framework. This is the core theoretic framework of this study. The control levels framework proposed by Simmons includes four control levels: belief control, boundary control, diagnostic control, and interaction control. Research believes that balancing the use of these four levels can create a dynamic tension between innovation and goal achievement, thereby promoting the long-term success of the organization. Second, contingent theory. This article uses contingent theory to explain different control level balance models by examining contingent variables such as environmental uncertainty, technology, organization structure, size, strategic, and culture. The study explores how these factors influence different configurations of control levels. Data collection. The study employs a survey methodology to gather data from business unit managers across variable industry. The survey administered in person to a convenient sample of managers encompasses sectors such as construction, manufacturing, transportation, communications. The original data set contains 278 observation samples after removing 228 non-profit units for managers who have worked in their current position for less than half a year. A sample with only 12 employees and missing value samples. 290 observation samples are finally obtained to reduce the sensitivity of analytic techniques such as cluster analysis to outliers. The data will further cleaned. The final data set includes responses from 270 managers. The survey instrument was pre-tested through academic reviews and 2 rounds of interviews with potential respondents to ensure contact, validate, and overall quality. Research design and testing method. Research design include a cross-sectional study and variable measurement. First, cross-sectional study collect data at a single point in time through service distributed to managers responsible for strategic decision. Variable measurement use Likert scales to measure the extent of use and the effectiveness of each control level. Statistics analysis include cluster analysis and multivariate regression and ANOVA. Cluster analysis to identify patterns in the use of control levels across the sample. Multivariate regression to test the relationship between the configurations of control levels and organizational performance controlling for potential confounders. ANOVA to compare the performance outcomes across different clusters. Third part findings. First, MCS contingency theory posits that the effectiveness of management control systems MCS is contingent upon the context within which they operate. The study applies contingency theory to understand how various contextual factors influence the use of the level of controls and the resulting patterns of balance in business units. Strategic vigilance. High reliance on all levels of control, especially diagnostic control systems and boundary control. It not only focused on implementation of current strategies, but also seek new strategic opportunities, showing the characteristics of dual strategies. Strategy exploitation mainly relies on belief control and interaction control, focusing on innovation and strategy development. Strategic response emphasize on flexibility and adaptability, relying on interaction control and belief control, and adapting to changing external environments. Strategic stabilities mainly relies on boundary controls and diagnostic control systems to pursue stability and efficiency.
Findings of PMS. Different control configurations perform differently on different strategic performance dimensions. Strategic vigilance performed best on new strategic capability searches, while strategic responsiveness and strategic stability excelled in delivery and service performance. First one, search for new strategic capabilities. Strategic vigilance performs your best in identifying and developing new strategic capabilities. Second, low cost, low price performance. Strategic responsiveness and strategic vigilance perform well with strategic stability performing the least. Third, differentiation performance. All clusters perform moderately with no significant differences in differentiation performance. Fourth, delivery and service performance. Strategic vigilance leads in this dimension, highlighting its ability to excel in service-oriented strategies. The first part is contribution and limitation. uh, Research significance. For the first point, theoretical advancement. First one, clarify ambiguities. The research addressed the vague and ambiguous concept of balance within the levers of control framework. By doing so, it enhanced the theoretical precision and utility of the LOC framework. Second, expanding control theory. By integrating configuration node and contingency scenarios with the LOC framework, the research broadens the understanding of how different combinations of control mechanisms can effectively balance competing organizational needs. Second point, practical implications. First, managerial guidance. Understanding how to achieve balance in control systems helps managers design more effective control structures that align with their strategic objectives and the environment context. Second, dynamic tension management. The study's insights into managing dynamic tension between control levers, balancing innovation with predictable goal achievement, provide practical strategies for enhancing organizational adaptability and resilience. Third point, empirical contributions. First, data-driven insights. By using empirical data from a diverse set of business units, the research provides concrete evidence on how balance can be achieved in practice. This empirical foundation strengthens the validity of the study's conclusions and offers real-world relevance. Second, identifying patterns. The identification of distinct balance patterns, strategic vigilance, strategic exploitation, strategic responsiveness, and strategic stability offers a framework for understanding how different organizations can effectively manage their control systems. Fourth point, future research directions. Foundation for further study, the research sets the stage for future investigations into the LOC framework and its applications. It opens up new avenues for exploring how different contexts and strategies influence the effectiveness of various control configurations. Uh, the final part is limitations. The first limitation is cross-sectional design. The study's cross-sectional design limits its ability to establish causality between control configurations and performance outcomes. Longitudinal studies would be more effective in demonstrating how changes in control systems over time impact performance. Second, sample limitations. The sample, while diverse, is limited to business units within the Netherlands. This geographical and cultural limitation may affect the generalizability of the findings to organizations in different countries or cultural contexts. Third, measurement issues. Some constructs such as the measure for interactive control systems showed low corn batchless alpha, indicating potential measurement errors. Future research could refine these measures to ensure more reliable and valid assessments. The fourth, potential bias. The reliance on self-reported data from managers might introduce bias. Managers may overestimate the effectiveness of their control systems or provide socially desirable responses. Triangulating self-reporting data with objective performance measures could mitigate this limitation. That's all. Thanks for watching this video.